right, gang. Welcome back. This is season 3, episode 1 of the Browns Place podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Ryan.
All right, congratulations to everyone. We made it to season 3, so this is kind of an anniversary for us. So, what I'm going to really do this year is I'm going to really focus it on YouTube. Starting season 3, every episode I'll make sure is posted on YouTube, so that way you guys can kind of see us and hear us, and that way it's a little more personal for you. Um, so yeah, absolutely. And then you can just give us any feedback or anything like that. We'll do some polls and some votes and stuff like that I'll put on there too. But yeah, that'll be my focus this year is just getting us on YouTube and getting us expanded out there more. So congratulations, Ryan, season 3. So we made
Season
it.
3.
So yep. All right, let's get right into it. NCAA football. What do we got? Any big surprises yesterday?
I think there were some big
Indiana barely
games going
won
on.
against
Yeah,
Penn State. But
yeah, Indiana barely won. That's 6 straight losses for Penn State. Imagine that.
well, dude, what do you figure? I mean, you're not.
Imagine.
You can't do an interim coach. You just can't do it. I
I
mean,
guess can't happen.
so I mean, your top 10. You still got Ohio State. You got Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama at 4. You got Georgia, Ole Miss, Oregon. Those two swapped actually. Texas Tech, Notre Dame at 9, and then Texas at 10.
Yeah, I don't think there are any
So
upsets though.
Texas Tech went up, Notre Dame moved up, and Texas moved up 3 spots. So
Yeah,
BYU dropped out. So,
yeah.
but yeah, other than that, I mean,
No real upsets though, right? I mean, everyone
no.
won. There were some close calls for sure, but everyone won otherwise. So
What about like Brian Kelly getting let go of LSU? Was it last week? I guess since
yeah,
it's been
last week.
2 weeks since
Yeah, I
we
just
yeah.
don't understand why people do that, like in the middle of the season.
And you still owe him $50-some million.
And you still owe him a ton of money. And
Yeah. And what are you getting right now? What's going to be what's best for
nothing.
them? Yeah.
Yeah. You're not
And,
getting
and not
anything. So
only
I don't know
that, but
why.
I mean, recruit wise too. It's like the recruits go because of the head coach, right? So, and then now it's like what are recruits doing for next year? They're like, you know, looking at
Yeah.
NIL deals and looking at everything else, saying, "All right, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to Penn State or wherever these coaches are that getting fired." I mean, it's just I don't know. It's just
I mean,
yeah.
unless there's
What are you
like
doing? So well,
reason.
that's the other thing though. Is like, what if your interim coach goes and balls out and wins 8 straight? Are you hiring that guy, or are you going to go
Probably,
get a
right?
bigger name?
No, you probably hire the guy, right? If he does something like
I
that. But
don't know.
none of them are doing that. So I just
No,
don't
no.
understand.
I mean, chances of that happening is usually slim to none. It's kind of the same thing if NFL coaches get, canned during the year or whatever. I mean,
Right.
what benefit is that? So, all right, no, not much for NCAA. So, what do we got? That's 9 games.
Yeah.
So, you got what? 3 more games left of the season. So, the
Yeah.
regular season, anyways.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get right in. Let's get into NBA first. Let's do some NBA stuff.
NBA, I mean, big
Yeah.
surprise, dude. Maybe we should talk about the big surprise. The
Which
6-1
surprise is
Chicago
that?
Bulls.
Yeah.
What the hell,
I was
Billy
wondering if you
Donovan?
were going to bring them up, if you were going to recognize.
No, we recognize it. I mean, that's not lasting, but we got to
No, no, no,
recognize
no.
it.
Trust me.
I mean,
It wasn't like I texted you and we're boasting about, hey, what about them Bulls?
yeah,
Because
we're
I
six
know
and
in like maybe another month or so, or maybe less, you'll be, hey, what about them Bulls?
yeah, I mean, you were 6-1. You lost 2 straight now, but
Yeah.
still,
See,
I mean,
there we go. Here it
but you
comes.
lost 2 straight to the teams that you probably should have lost to. I mean, losing to the Bucks and Cavs, those are tough teams. But I mean, you guys look
So we're
solid.
10 games into the season. So you got, um,
You got Josh Giddey out here averaging damn near a triple double.
yeah.
I mean, that's trade. If you guys start to collapse, he's got to be traded. He's got to be sent away, right? again,
Yeah, absolutely.
you would think.
There would be no reason why you keep him.
But yeah, big surprise there.
So in the
Um,
East, you got Detroit 7-2, Cleveland 7-3, Philly 6-3, Milwaukee 6-3, Chicago 6-3, and then New York 5-3. So that
yeah,
rounds out your top six.
that's a tough conference, and the East is going to be tough. It's tough this year.
Well, and then you got Miami just 6-4. So I mean they're right there, and then Toronto 5-5, Atlanta 5-5, and then Orlando 4-5. Which I'm surprised about Orlando. I thought they would be a little better, but
I know. I
then
think just because of
Boston, you
Klein,
got Boston at 4-6. I mean, is Boston going to stay 4-6, or I mean, are they going to be in that bottom part? Or
dude. I don't think so. I mean, I think they'll get in. They still have players. They still have a good overall team. You know, obviously Tatum's gone, but I mean, I
and
don't
then
know.
you
That's gonna
got
be a tough conference.
Charlotte, Brooklyn, Indianapolis, and then Washington.
Yeah, I mean, like those ones. Apart from Indy's probably a little surprising, but you lost Tally. You know, like
So
that was.
here's my thing with Indy, or here's my thing with or let's go through the West first, and then I'll bring up my issue because there's a certain player that I don't understand why. Um, so in the West, you got OKC 9-1. Are you surprised by that? I mean, 4-0 and home, 5-1 on the road. But then you got San Antonio 7-2, Denver 7-2, Lakers 7-3, Houston 5-3, Minnesota 5-4. I mean, that's
Yeah,
probably what you would probably think your top six, right?
another
You know,
nightmare conference. Yeah,
yeah. And then you got Portland at number 7, 5-4, Golden State 5-5, Phoenix 5-5, and then Memphis number 10 at 4-6. That Memphis team is.
they suck.
What do you do with John Morant?
Trade him.
What do you do about the coaching? I mean, because I think the head coach too, I think he's lost that locker room already.
I mean, you just got him, so I don't think you
I
get rid of him. But
don't know.
I think you trade Ja, trade J, and be done with it.
So you got Sac 3-6, Utah 3-6, Clippers 3-6, which I'm surprised. I thought they would be about Dallas 3-7. I thought they might be a little better. Um,
Another
and
disaster.
then you got New Orleans at 2-7. So I think Dallas is just a. I mean, there's just too many people are hurt right now, right?
Too many people are hurt, but they're also just not playing well.
Yeah.
You know, it's just disastrous. They have great defense still, but they can't score. They can't score on anyone. So worst offense in the league right now.
All right. So anything else NBA? Are they doing the Commissioner's Cup right, or not the Commissioner's
NBA Cup.
Cup, but the NBA Cup right now?
Yep, they're still doing it. Yeah, I mean, in the middle of the season, big stats, big numbers. Stars are showing up. I think MVP front runner right now. They have Shea.
Does that surprise you?
No, I think like Shea, Luca, Joker, and Wemby are like the main guys that I'm hearing for MVP front runners. So pretty much the West. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things turn out.
All right. What else? Anything else? NBA. Oh, well, here's my thing with NBA. Why? So Mac McClung.
What about him?
Why? I mean, why is he not in the NBA?
Because he's not good enough.
Dude, he was averaging 6 points, 3 assists for Indianapolis in their games that he played. That's more than what they were doing now. And you just signed him. So Bulls signed him, and then the Bulls waived him 3 hours later. Which I don't. What's the understanding of that, right? And then
Yeah,
Pacers signed him October 27th, and then they waive him November 6th, and pick up a veteran. But I mean, you're talking. He's won the slam dunk contest 3 years in a row, right? And he's probably the only reason people watch the slam dunk contest, because no one's watching the slam dunk contest anymore, right? Everyone watches the 3 pointer, right? 3 point contest. So he's
good
the
for
only one
that.
keeping the three. He's the only one keeping the slam dunk contest around. Okay. G League Rookie of the Year, G League Champ, G League MVP, G League Scoring Champ, and two-time NBA G League First Team. Are you telling me no team, New Orleans, Indianapolis right now, Chicago, no one can
I'm
use
not
him?
saying no team. He averages 5 points in his career. He's not good enough.
But is he getting a fair shake?
Probably not. but he's not good
I mean,
enough.
especially when the Bulls sign him and then waive him 3 hours.
Remember, he's
What?
averaging 5 point, and he can't defend. He's undersized too. So I mean, yeah, he's a great dunker. Kudos to
Because
that.
he was a Laker for a little bit too, right? Was he on the Lakers? Was he on the Lakers?
I don't even know if maybe for half a second. Yeah, for literally half a second. He played one game. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
I'm gonna read you off 2 stats. You tell me which one's which. Okay, 2 players. Games played 33 versus games played 9. Okay,
I can
two
tell you
point
right
two
now.
points versus 5.8 points. 0.7 total rebounds, 2 rebounds. Assists 1 versus 1.6. Steals 0.4 versus 0.7. Blocks 0.1 versus 0.2. Field goal percent 29.6 versus
Talk about
41.3.
Bronny versus Mac.
Exactly.
The difference is one's in his second year and is already a better defender and role player than the other.
Although one's averaging 2.2 points a game.
And he's already a better role player than the other. Mac McClung can only dunk. And it's not, no offense to him, he's a
Dude,
great
his field goal
dunker.
percentage is 41%.
That is not good.
Bronny's is 29.
That's not good either. He's in his second year.
Yeah, but Mac McClung hasn't been in the NBA. That's what my point is. Is
And
that
my point is there's a reason.
he's getting these little windows, or he gets like the 10-day contracts or whatever. But I mean, but so you're telling me the Pacers, the New Orleans Pelicans, Washington, all these teams that just suck right now.
No, I'm not
Indianapolis is one and
saying
seven. So you're telling me they cannot use 6 points, 6 points a game from him?
throw him on there. Yeah. I mean, you suck already. I'm just saying the reason he keeps getting cut is because he's not good enough. He can't defend and you're scoring 6 points. If you can't defend and you're scoring 15 points, you'll make the team.
So he's played a total of 9 games in his career.
Yeah.
I'm saying he goes overseas, tears it up, and then
Hopefully he
I don't know
does.
if and I say I don't think you do the slam dunk contest. Screw you, NBA. I'm not going to be your poster child for slam dunk contest. Not if you're not going to get me a contract.
I think it's screw you. It's the only thing you're going to be known for.
All right. What else, NBA?
Nothing. I mean, we're in the middle of the season. Still guys injured. LeBron's supposed to come back soon. Cleared for basketball activities. Thank God. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah.
Okay. MLB. What do we got for MLB?
Yeah.
We talked last
Dodgers.
time World Series had won, right?
No, they hadn't won yet
Oh,
because they
they
won
haven't
last
won.
week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, let's talk World Series then. Yeah.
what a series. What a
Wow,
series.
right?
Crazy.
Game 7, 51 million viewers.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
That's 35 years ago, Game 7, 1991, 50.34. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that just shows you how much I mean, what a series, right? To go
Insane
7
series.
games. You always want 7-game series, right? But I mean, it's just I don't know, man.
Toe to toe,
I
two
mean,
extra inning games too, you know?
either one of those two teams could have won that, I mean, Blue Jays had their chance game 6, right? Um,
Yeah, game 6 and game 7, you know?
they had their chances game 7. So it's just, yeah, no, absolutely. I think that stings the Blue Jays probably harder than,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah. Without
just
question.
because, just you're like one at bat away, or you're at one hit away, or, you know, Varsho, he grounds that ball to um
Rojas.
Rojas. If that's another foot to the right or foot to the left, he doesn't make that play, right?
Or
You
half a
know,
second late on the anything, dude. Like,
anything, or if that guy gets a better secondary lead at, on third, you know. Um,
or if they rolled Will Smith's foot off the plate.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
close.
no, absolutely.
So,
The one I didn't like was game 6 when who was it that they brought in Glass now, and was it Clement? But the first batter up, and he swings at a pitch that's not a strike, and he pops it up. And then the next play is when they get the double play line out.
Yeah,
So I mean, you
that
had an
was
0-0 count. You know, what was there a runner on third? I think Vladdy was on third, right?
runner on third and second and third. Yeah,
Second and third. Right?
yeah.
So yeah, so second and third, no outs, and you swing at a pitch that's out of the zone, in on your hands, and do the guy a favor. I mean, that's the at bat that I think. I mean, the other one, I don't, you can't get doubled off, but I mean, you
What
know,
we're doing there.
you base running. I think what was it, Barger,
Yeah,
was on second. You know, but I go back to the at bat before that. You know, you got to get a fly ball. You got to
bad
put that in
baseball.
play, and you got to pick a better pitch. I mean, you got an 0-0 count. You're in the driver's seat, so you're still one pitch, one zone at that point, right? You're not swinging it just to protect, and that's what he looked like he was doing. And you just get a lazy little pop up.
And he was
So
red
I think
hot all postseason
that
too.
that
Yeah,
was the at bat, or that could have done it, but then yeah,
probably.
you can't get doubled off after that.
You can't
So
get doubled off. That can't
yeah,
happen, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, that was bad. Game 6 was really the decider. You felt like, but they kept fighting. They fought to the very end. But the Dodgers, they're the Dodgers. If you can't give them chances, they'll kill you.
yeah.
And they proved
No,
that. And
absolutely.
I mean, I hate them, but I think what a job by Dave Roberts too. Seemed to make every single right move. I mean, even Game 7 alone, he brought in Paez for Tommy Edman. And if Tommy Edman is in center field when Ernie
Does he
Clement
catch
hits
that
that
ball,
ball,
or does
no, no
Well,
way.
Kiki interviewed saying he was going to catch. He was slowing down. He was
He,
underneath it. But I don't know, why are you
he
trying
wasn't.
to do a basket catch like that? Why
Yeah,
not
he
run to the
wasn't catching
spot
that.
and turn around?
No
You know,
way. No way was he catching that. So what a sub there, I thought, putting in Paez. Bullpen all series, all postseason. They knew they
I just
were
don't know.
trouble with bullpen.
Can you lose a game to Miguel Rojas at bat?
And then you go and put in Miguel Rojas to play, and you keep him in to play. I mean, imagine that, you know.
I mean, yeah, the guy and then he hits a home run and then makes that
But
play. At
listen,
home. I
like
mean,
Miguel Rojas beats me. Tip your cap. If that's Shohei, why were you pitching to him?
that's true. Yeah. Okay.
So I take a Miguel
True.
Rojas. It's just like Rajay Davis, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
I
be
mean, you get
honest. You would have
those.
pitched to
Yeah.
him every day of
Yeah.
the week. So
So viewers, you had 27.3 in the United States, 10.9 in Canada, and 13.1 in Japan.
yeah, wonder why, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what Yoko
Yamamoto,
jeez.
dude.
Yamamoto,
They
man.
couldn't touch him, man. They could not touch him. Could not touch him.
3 wins in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
Just lights out.
No
I
rest.
mean, yeah, I mean, well, I mean, he get the next 6 months to rest, so I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Just laying it all out. I love it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
he's
no. I mean, if it was, the first series or for the second series or something, then you're kind of, worry maybe. But I mean, you're talking, you know, these are the last couple
do
of
or
games
die.
that you got
Yeah.
for, yeah. So yeah, no, I'm all for it. I mean, hopefully he's good, but yeah. Um, Gold Glovers. What about some Gold Glove action?
Gold Glovers. Yeah. We
3 for
got
the Cubs.
the three that you predicted too, right?
Yeah.
Those are the three you
Yep.
predicted. So,
Yep.
good for them. Good for PCA. You figured he'd get that. That was like
Yeah.
a lock. Hap, I thought was a lock too. You were the one that was a little skeptical on that one. I was skeptical on Nico. I wasn't sure Nico would get it over
See, I
Terang.
was more confident about
Uh,
Nico than I was Hap.
really? Yeah. See, that
Yeah.
was
Yep.
I wasn't sure about that, but
So
Hap. I mean, that's 4 in a row for Ian Hap. Um,
yeah. I
I
mean, he's
mean,
just solid out there. I mean,
but it's like, what
you know,
is his contract up? What do you do with Ian Hap?
he's got one more year. He's through 26.
So now, I mean, that's gonna, it's gonna raise some questions. What do you do with Ian Happ, right? So that's gonna be tough.
He's going to be like the longest tenured Cub. Um, but you're looking at now he's going to be on the other side of 30 after this. I
Hitting's
don't
already
know.
went down, but
You know,
probably the best defensive player,
you
the
know,
best defensive left fielder still, maybe behind Stephen Kwan. That's probably it. But yeah, I mean, shout out to them.
and then the Cubs got the Golden Glove team award for the year for having
But yeah,
three.
yeah,
Yeah.
figured.
So
And then Giants got two. Logan Webb, good for Logie. His first Gold Glove. Patrick Bailey, who got second in a row, that was a lock. And he got robbed of a platinum glove, but we can talk about that later. Um, but yeah, I mean, Gold Glovers all around. I think we were the next closest with, or maybe the Royals. The Royals also had two. Michael Garcia and Bobby Witt also had two. So yeah, I mean, Gold Glove's pretty cool.
yeah. Um, no, that's yeah. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention this in football. Or no, we haven't talked football. So that, yeah, good. Um, and then Silver Slugger. You got some Silver Slugger action too.
Yeah, Silver Sluggers. I mean, I don't think any were
So
like surprising,
well, I don't know. So American League. So first base, you got Nick Kurtz from the A's,
right?
right? Jazz at
Right?
second. Jose Ramirez at third. Bobby
Obviously,
Witt at short.
right?
Catcher Cal Rat. Yeah, that you figure probably that, right?
Right?
Riley Green outfield.
Right?
Byron Buxton outfield, and Aaron Judge outfield.
That's who I'd assumed.
Okay. George Springer DH, and then
Yeah,
Zach McKinstry utility.
I guess that's like the one, but it's a who else is playing utility?
Eh,
Who's playing
eh.
that level?
And then team is the Yankees.
Yeah, without question.
Um, in the National League, you've got uh, Pete Alonso at first,
I mean, who else would get it? Would you give it over at first?
Michael Bush.
Who had more? I think Pete had more, didn't he?
I think Pete had 40, right? Did he have 40? And Bush
Just
ended up with like 34, I think. Ketel Marte at second, Manny at third, Gerardo Perdomo
yeah,
at short, Hunter Goodman, Colorado Rockies catcher,
yeah, he had a good year.
Kyle Tucker outfield,
Yeah, that one was,
Corbin
I guess, a little bit of a surprise.
Corbin Carroll outfield, Juan Soto outfield,
Obviously,
Shohei DH, Alec Burleson utility, and then the team is Los Angeles Dodgers. So
no
one I was
surprise.
surprised about Kyle Tucker
Yeah, I guess that one's a little surprising because he missed time too, and he was
missed
clearly
time.
hurt and was not hitting very
Yeah,
well at the second half. So that one's a surprise. But who else would you put it in the outfield?
because what did he end up? We only had what 22.
I think he ended up with 22, right? Uh,
Yeah,
But who else? But what was his slugging? I think it's mostly based off slugging, right? So I think his slugging was high. But I mean, who else would get it, right? As an outfielder
there's
in the
no
NL
other outfielders that would fill that gap.
that beat it. I don't think any others that outperformed because his slugging was 464. So yeah, I mean, I don't know who else got higher than that. But yeah, surprise overall because he did only have 22, 73 RBIs. But yeah,
Okay. Um, I mean, just yeah, phenomenal baseball season. Great baseball season, right? Playoffs,
very
amazing. All
all
once you get
around.
through like the first couple, wild cards or whatever, I guess, but
I mean, the only
um,
bad one, like the Dodgers and Reds, that was a bad series.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but I think other than that, they were good series all around.
yeah.
I can't think
What
of
about
any bad
Manny
ones.
saying the reason why Dodgers got there is because they got to play the Brewers and not the Cubs.
He's wrong, respectfully. um, I mean, dude, they were
Although they
unstoppable.
manhandled the Brewers, though, I mean, would they have manhandled the Cubs? Maybe, probably.
The only thing is
You
like,
know,
I mean, you guys couldn't beat the Brewers, dude. Like you couldn't put up runs. So, and that was the Brewers' issue. They couldn't put up runs. Nobody could beat that team. Like nobody beat them. So yeah, that's just
and
Manny
then here's the
talking.
thing on baseball, but it's not. I guess it's kind of baseball related. Victor Conte, if some of those Bauco steroids, passed away. So age of 75,
Yeah,
pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, but
So
speaking of Balco, uh, they have the what's it called? The Hall of Fame for next year, but it's the
yeah,
special induction.
the what is it? The I forgot what they called it.
Forgot what they call it too, because it's new, right?
Yeah, it starts with
Um,
a C or something. Commissioner, not commissioners, but
no, it's not Commissioner Baseball. Yeah, I'll have to find it. I will find it and figure out what it's called. But yeah, I mean, Barry's on there, Rogers on there, Jeff Kent's
yeah,
on there. Um, so we'll see. Yeah,
I think Gary
Contemporary Baseball
Sheffield,
Era
right?
Committee.
What is it? Contemporary?
Contemporary Baseball Era
Yeah,
Committee.
I
Yeah.
knew it started something with a C.
Yeah.
So what do you
Carlos
think? I
Delgado's
mean,
on there. So I mean that's for I mean probably for all of them, but for Bonds and Roger, that's their last chance, right? Except for like a special
but I mean,
induction
you're
when they
talking, and I'm sure everyone has their beef about it. You know, put an asterisk or whatever you want to do, but I mean, I don't think either one of those failed a drug test, right? Bonds or Clemens, right? Now you're talking, you know, when you get to like A Rod or Palmero, that it actually failed drug test. But I mean, you're talking Barry Bonds, you're talking Roger Clemens, probably one of the best pitchers ever, right?
if not
Barry
the
Bonds, one of the
right?
best players ever, not just hitters, but steal, bases, outfielder, just the best player ever, not in the Hall of Fame. Just because they're tied to something, whether you think he did it or whether you don't. Again, is it just guilty by association, and then you know, guilty and then proven innocent? That type of deal. But I mean, you just you. I don't know how you can, and you don't know who's in the Hall of Fame now that had ever done anything prior, right? People were doing
Exactly.
greenies, or people were doing you know, you know, before then in the 70s and 80s. So I mean, how do you know? And then even now, how do you know, like, people that you've let in? How do you know they didn't do anything? So I mean, instead of trying to be the moral police, just go off of stats. Just go off of the numbers. But if you want to put an asterisk, fine. I'm good with that. But you got to have the best players in the Hall of Fame.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, we've talked
Okay.
about this before,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
And I'm sure, there's a lot of fans that are anti, steroids or whatever. But I mean, you still have to hit a ball with a stick. So I mean, if steroids was is the tell all. I mean, how many people would be on steroids trying to do the same thing? Everyone would be, right? You know, it's just, that doesn't just do it. You have to have athleticism, you have to have hand-eye coordination, you got to have bat speed, you know. I mean, Barry phenomenal for his big, because he got bigger, right? One because of age, and then two, just he bulked out, and but I mean, just to have his bat speed for, because usually the stockier and the bigger you get, your bat speed's not as fast. But I mean, he had phenomenal bat speed, you know, and have Roger Clemens, probably one of the best. I don't know, maybe top five over ever. You know, maybe
Pitchers,
top
dude,
three.
it's hard
Yeah,
to it's hard to put one over him, you
that's
know?
what I'm saying. I mean, it's just where it gets
7 Cy
fuzzy
Youngs, dude.
is the ones that, like, I mean, Gary Sheffield never got popped over 500 home runs. So you're going to penalize him, you know? But then what do you do with, like, the Rafi Palmeiros or the A-Rods? A-Rod, probably again, probably,
Dude,
one of the best baseball players ever, right?
ever.
But he got
Dude,
popped.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, yeah, A-Rod got popped twice. That's the
Yeah,
big one, right?
yeah.
But I mean, even A-Rod said, I saw on the Today Show, I think he was on earlier this week. He said, "Yeah, I deserve to be in there. Put an asterisk, do whatever. That's your prerogative. But if we're going off what you accomplished, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that A-Rod, Palmero, even as well, and then definitely Bonds and Roger, Gary should be in there as well. You know, like
Because the biggest thing was
there's
the
no doubt.
500 home runs, right? That was the, it was like 500 home runs, 300 wins. So you hit those plateaus, you're pretty much a lock. So for like Gary Sheffield to hit over 500 home runs and then not be, I'm not saying first ballot, but not automatic, he did what you wanted him to do. Okay. Just because he's tied into that era doesn't mean that now you get to make up rules and, you know, change the lines, so to
The
speak,
the thing
you
is
know.
that like you said, there's guys that are in that did it, that were doing it, you know? It's just like it's a popularity contest with these riders, and I hate that. That's why
Yeah.
it just can't be them. If it was
Yeah, but
players and coaches, there's
what do you think about like the Veterans Committee though? Because Veterans Committee is they don't want those guys in there though.
I know, I don't get that either, but it's just like I don't get how you can let some in and not others. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Just because the ones that you let in weren't as big of names as the ones that you're not. Because
So
obviously,
would you put asterisk to Barry and Roger, or would you not put an
I
asterisk to
wouldn't,
Barry and Roger?
because you're not putting
Okay,
asterisks to the other ones that are in. But
right, right.
if that gets them
But
in, then fine.
you would put an asterisk to A Rod and Palmero.
See, those ones are tough because they got popped, and like A got popped twice. So those are tough ones. Uh, I'd same thing with like Sammy. Like I would probably put an asterisk on Sammy too. Um, Also because there's a cork bat thing too, which I think is worse than doing steroids. But Sammy deserves to be in. McGuire, I'd probably put an asterisk on, but like, and this isn't to say there's no question Barry was on juice. There's no
I'm not
question.
naive. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying
Like
there was no
every
proof because
everyone with eyes knows he was. But without a doubt, he still never failed a drug test. And dude, he is universally probably known as the greatest player that ever lived. Yeah. Yeah. Saw that. So, yeah, I mean, put an asterisk, I don't care, but they need to be in there, dude. Like they have to be in there.
and it's the Hall of Fame, so I mean it's part of history, right? So I mean, don't you want these guys in that, or don't you want that era in that too? I mean, whether you think that it's depletes it, or whether you think harms the Hall of Fame because it's this prestigious you know group or whatever. But I mean, these guys were doing things when baseball wasn't great,
People
right?
weren't watching baseball, dude.
When Sammy and McGuire were going at it, people weren't loving baseball right then. You had the lockouts, you had long games. I mean, an average fan does not want to watch a baseball game usually, right? But I mean, you know, that brought the fans back.
Save baseball, dude.
Oh yeah, the Jose Cansecos and that whole thing, it's just, that chicks dig the long ball. I mean, it's just, you know, that's what brought it back. I mean, if I don't know, I just, yeah, I just think that those people need to be in there, and it's a travesty that you've got the writers, you got the committee. It's just, you know, if they've performed and if they haven't been found guilty or haven't failed anything, they need to be in.
It's not
So,
even performed too. It's dude, they broke records. Like record
is
holders,
anyone going to touch
legends,
Barry's
dude.
record? Is
Nobody
that
will ever touch
is
Barry's record.
you know?
Nobody will ever get 7 Cy Youngs. Nobody will ever get 4,000 strikeouts again. Rogers got 4,700 strikeouts, dude.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I
Nobody's
mean,
ever
and
going to be
and I'm not
500, 500.
and I'm not saying, no way am I trying to say, but I mean, like Cal Ripken, did he take anything to keep going for so long? Who knows, right? And again, I'm not bad and I don't know anything. I'm just saying, we don't know who did what, you know, just because and again, it wasn't illegal at that point earlier, right?
No, it
I
was
mean, it was
not illegal.
illegal, drug wise, but I mean,
Well,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah. But
baseball
in
wise, it
baseball,
wasn't
yeah.
illegal, you know. Um, so yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of flack, but I just, yeah,
No, dude,
you just can't.
we could go on about this all night, dude, because it just doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
No, I agree. So, are the Dodgers bad for baseball though? Because they just buy?
The Dodgers aren't bad for baseball. The owners are bad for baseball. You know, and that goes both ways. That goes teams like the Dodgers or Yankees who go and spend a lot of money and just bypass the luxury tax and do whatever they got to do, and that goes for Pirates and Brewers who don't spend any money, um, and make their
Oh,
fans suffer as
there's
well.
another team that is in there.
That don't spend money.
So the bottom two teams, bottom five. So number 23, you got Boston Red Sox. Okay, payroll of 242 million, revenue of 574 million. Okay, Milwaukee, payroll 137 million, revenue of 335 million. Cleveland, 32 million payroll, 336 million revenue. Chicago Cubs, $213 million payroll, 584 million revenue.
Why?
584. And then you got Pittsburgh, 112 million, 326 million revenue.
I know. So it's pretty disgusting all around. So
So if you look at it, not one team lost revenue versus payroll,
no,
right?
no,
So, you know, but I mean, what, you know, and then for your owner to say we're barely scraping by or we're trying to break even when it shows that you have a 213 million payroll, but you're bringing in 584.
disgusting, right?
That's like someone telling you that grocery prices are cheaper right now, and you go to the grocery store and spend, $500 on a cart of groceries, and like, what the hell? That's not cheaper. So I mean, for the owner to say, "Oh yeah, we're trying to break even," no, you're not.
No, it's
You're trying
nonsense.
to pad your pocket. So the closest actually was the Mets, 400 million payroll, 144 million revenue.
Yeah, but they spent
So
400 million and they were
yeah,
bad. That's probably what if they were good? They probably make a lot more revenue, right?
and then
So
Dodgers are second, 549 million revenue, 752 million. So
imagine that. You
there's
spent
there's
500
Shohei's
million.
there's Shohei's contract right there in one
Exactly.
year.
You finished it just this year. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying is like you go and you get these players, you'll make your money. So, but if they're saying they want to put in a salary cap, so in 2 years baseball is going to be in danger, right? For a lockout, a nasty lockout. They want to put in a salary cap, fine, but put in a floor. It's not fair to punish the players who are out there doing their thing and not getting rewarded for it.
Dodgers though 150 million on the luxury tax, but you're bringing in 752
What do
and you're
they
winning the
care?
World Series. Who freaking cares?
They don't give a shit. And
Tax
you're
me all
winning
you
back to
want.
back.
I'll pay for it.
You're winning back to back, and you're gonna go get a whole goddamn bullpen and probably win a third time. So who cares? I don't know.
Yankees were like in the middle. They were number 11, 362 million payroll, 728 million revenue. 728. Them and the Dodgers in the sevens. So, and then they get hit with a 52 million uh, luxury tax.
Yeah, you just
So,
don't care.
but I mean, again, anyone can spend, right? It's not like, everyone is hating on the Dodgers, hating on the Yankees, or hating on, the Mets. It's not like they're the only ones that have the money. Everyone's got the money.
Exactly. No, they're doing their thing.
So,
I have no
yeah.
hate towards. No. Listen, I hate the Dodgers, but I hate them because they're beating my ass every year, not because they do what I wish the Giants would do. So
So, yeah, no, I just yeah, when you have owners, bitching and complaining about money, you should read that statistic to them. Say,
and shout
okay,
out to
I don't want to hear about your money.
not to give Dave Roberts too much praise here, because again, we do hate the Dodgers on this side of the podcast. But shout out to Dave Roberts for saying, "I hope we ruin baseball more." Good. I'm glad that he has that mentality. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Kill them all. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Everyone's got a chance. It's not like the Dodgers are, you know, the only ones that can do it. Everyone could do it.
If you
You know.
don't want the Dodgers to have somebody, pay more.
Yeah. So, all right. What else? MLB? Anything else? MLB? I think
No,
that's
I
about it.
mean awards are about to
We'll
get
get
the
into
real awards.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll get into like MVPs and Cy Youngs and all that. I mean,
that'll be
I think we
announced next
both
time.
know MVPs are probably pretty much Judge and Shohei, right?
Yeah, but I'm hearing a lot of squirming about possibly Cal just because of his playoffs.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I mean, as much as I like, but I just don't see it.
And listen, I
But
love Cal.
yeah,
I think he deserves it any other year. But dude, shit, Judge, like he was
yeah, yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Um, yeah, Cy Youngs. So, man, what do you if you could get Scooble? What are you trading for Scooble for 1 year?
Dude, I want the Giants to do it so bad. I want them to give. I'd give up everything. I'd give up everything for him.
Well, I mean, there was a rumor like for the Cubs they would have to get rid of Owen Casey, Jackson Wiggins, which is their projected in their farm, and then, like their number one, Matt Shaw, and then probably someone else. It's just like
Would you
the
do it though?
top. I don't know, not for 1 year.
What if? What if? Okay, what if you did like Mookie Betts though? Right? Sign and trade.
If you're gonna have him longer than 1 year, I would do it.
Sign and
If
trade, and
I'm
you're paying him $400 million.
if I'm renting him for 1 year, I'm not trading away the future. Just not gonna
I
do it.
I agree, but if you sign him for 400, record breaking contract that he's gonna
Yeah,
get regardless, and you trade away all your future pretty much, are you doing it?
to get a Cy Young for probably the next 5 years, probably. Yeah, I'm doing it
I'm doing it every
for
day of the
someone
week.
for a team that does not have a top of the line pitcher right now. Yeah, I'm doing it
I'm doing it every day of the
because
week.
you never know. Prospects are prospects, right? They could pan out or they could not. They could be Hall of Famers or they could just be Matt McClungs and never play a game. You know,
Right?
so yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't do it for a rental.
Yeah, rentals are tough, you know. Rentals are tough. I will say I'd feel better about doing it at the beginning of the year than at the deadline. Like I wouldn't want to do a half year rental. That would be brutal.
Well,
But
because I mean, say if you did it at the beginning of the year, and then say if you flounder, you could flip that at the trade deadline and maybe get some
something back.
chunk back,
Yeah,
right?
you have a chance to get
So
something back, but you also have a chance
yeah.
to sign him because you get to talk to him first, you know? So I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I don't know if teams or players are. I mean, if you're a player and you're with a good team and you love the team, you love the coach, but you know that there's teams out there that'll give you another 200 million more. Where's your loyalty? I don't have any loyalty when you're talking
Yeah, but you got to
$200 million.
think
I
because
mean,
they're doing valuations, right? Nobody's going to offer Scuba $800 million, right? So if you can be the first one to say, Scoobs, you're the best pitcher in the league. Here's a record contract, $400 million. Let's be done with this. 10 years, 400 mil. Let's be done with it, right? That's going to be hard for him to say no to.
you think Detroit would do that?
No, Detroit's not. No, Detroit's
Oh,
offering him
yeah.
$250 million
Yeah.
in the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen. No, that's why I'm saying if you could trade for him and say, Scoops, here you go, 400 mil. This is a record breaker. You'd be the highest paid pitcher ever, and we want you for until you retire. I think that shows a
Because what
hell of
is
a
he?
lot
Is he
more.
29 right now?
I think he's 29. Yeah,
Yeah. So, um,
I mean, and I'd give him
yeah,
10 400 in a heartbeat. I'd give him 10
yeah.
450.
It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what like Kyle Tucker gets and Schwarbs gets all these guys. So,
Shota now.
um,
Were you surprised by that?
no,
No.
dude, the guy gives up too much. 56 home runs in 2 years. That's a lot of home runs.
But career, what, 3.3 ERA?
Yeah, but I mean, I just I don't know. think we could do better,
All right.
especially in that division where, I mean, Chicago, you just never know if the wind's blowing in and out. But I mean, you got Milwaukee that, the ball flies out of there. You got Cincinnati where the ball flies out of there. You got Pittsburgh where the ball flies out of there. St. Louis in the summertime, the ball flies out of there. It's just too much home runs. You got to have a ground ball pitcher. You know,
All right.
I mean, look at the playoffs. You just, that game,
Yeah.
game two against the Brewers. It's just you got to keep the ball in play. So yeah, I wasn't surprised at all. So,
All right. Well, we'll
but
see.
he might pick up the option, right? He might pick it up.
I think they both declined, didn't they? I think you
No, I
both
thought I
declined.
saw something to where he could still pick it up or something like that. The qualifying offer, I guess. They
Oh, the
declined the
qualifying. Oh,
option, but they did give him a qualifying offer, so he could take that.
and
Yeah,
stick around for a year.
and then same. I think. Well, you want to give the qualifying offer, right? Because um, if he does sign somewhere else, at least you get a draft pick from that other team too. Same thing
Right.
with Tucker, right? So
Right.
yeah. So I mean, Tucker's not going to accept the qualifying offer, obviously, but Shota might. So
Yeah,
yeah,
shut
he
him
could
away.
still be a Cub for next year. So
Interesting. I forgot about that. All right. Well, I guess we'll see.
yeah, so we'll see. All right, we forgot about NFL. What about NFL?
Yeah, I mean, we're what are we in? Week 11? Week 10? I think we're in week 10, right? Isn't that crazy? We're already 10 weeks in.
That is
Uh,
crazy. It's moving, right?
yeah, it's cruising through. Yeah,
What
I
about
mean,
Cam Little? The name Cam Little.
what about him?
Do you know who he is?
It sounds familiar. Who is that?
Well, he's your all-time field goal yard,
Oh, that's
68
right.
yards.
Boot,
Cam
dude.
Little.
Boot.
He probably could have gotten 70,
I think he
right?
could have because there was
Yeah.
leg on there. Yeah,
Yeah, there was a little room after that post. So 68
Jaguars, right?
yarder.
Yeah,
Yeah, yep.
yeah.
Cam Little.
Big boot. Good for Cam. Yeah. I mean, maybe we need to start taking the Colts a little seriously. Maybe not because last week was ugly, but they
Last
did
week
just
was
beat the.
ugly, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, dude.
But they just handled. They just handled the Falcons pretty easily, relatively
Dude,
easily. It kind of came down to the last
and
second.
did he have over 200 yards rushing?
Jonathan Taylor, dude, because he had an
Yeah,
83-yard rush. He can't be stopped right now. He
like
had three touchdowns
233 yards rushing?
and three touchdowns.
Jesus.
He can't be stopped. And they made some trades at the we had an active deadline this year too. So they made some trades at the deadline. Went and got Sauce Gardner,
Yeah,
big cornerback. So we'll see how that pays out. I mean, maybe we need to start taking the Colts a little more seriously. Maybe I need to start taking the Colts a little more seriously.
I think you need to take the.
I still
Yeah.
think if you're putting me in the playoffs and they're going against the Bills, the Chiefs.
Okay, Bills laid an egg today against the
Yeah, we're gonna
Dolphins.
talk. No. We're gonna talk about that. No,
Okay.
that'll come up. But the Bills or the Chiefs, I'd say for sure. I would pick them 1,000 out of 1,000 to stomp them out. Even though the Chiefs aren't even projected to make the playoffs right now, but still.
Okay, so I'm gonna Danny Dimes, Kyler Murray,
All right. Well, I would take Daniel.
or Brissett that's
I would
played
take.
today.
Yeah, I would take Daniel.
Okay, Stafford, Daniel Jones.
That I'm taking Matt Stafford
Yeah, dude, he's having a career year, and he's what,
as he's
37.
picking my team apart at this current moment. Yes,
Okay. Who's your quarterback right now?
Mac.
Mac Jones, Daniel Jones,
Right now, this year, I would take Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy. Yeah, I think you're being a homer on that one.
We went to a Super Bowl. We should have won the Super Bowl.
Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, Daniel Jones, Jane Daniels.
Well, Jane Daniels hurt right now, but I'd still take Jane Daniels.
Really? Okay. Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers.
The Daniel Jones. Respectfully, Aaron
Daniel
Rodgers.
Jones, Chargers quarterback.
Justin Herbert. Justin
Justin
Herbert.
Herbert. Yeah. Okay. Falcons. Who's it? Penix now.
Yeah, Michael Penix. Michael
Yeah.
Penix is young, but Daniel Jones just beat him. So I'll go Daniel, I guess.
Daniel Jones, uh, who's Giants quarterback?
Jackson Dart.
Dart. Yeah, I couldn't think of.
Take the rookie. Give me Jackson Dart.
Really,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, Caleb Williams.
I'll take Caleb Williams because he's in his second year, but I got to see more. I still have to
Daniel
see more.
Jones versus Allen, Bills. Josh Allen.
I'm not answering
Okay.
that.
Daniel Jones. Who's is it Tua right now? Is he
Yeah, he's still in there. Daniel Jones. Daniel
okay?
Jones.
Lamar Jackson. Daniel
I'm not
Jones.
answering that. Yeah. I'm not answering.
JJ McCarthy. Daniel Jones.
See, this one's interesting because JJ is technically in what, his first or second full year? First full year, really?
First full year, right?
But he doesn't look that great. I'm taking Daniel
No.
Jones. This year I'm taking
Or
Daniel Jones.
who's their backup? It's um who is their backup? Oh, I
It
can't.
was
I
Carson
know
Wentz,
who
but
it
he's
is.
hurt now.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. That's what I was thinking.
He's out for the
Yep.
year.
All right, Daniel Jones versus Browns quarterback. Either one of them, I guess.
Who cares?
Gabriel or
Obviously, Daniel
Shador or
Jones.
whoever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, Justin Fields.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones or Drake May.
Drake May. Drake May
Really?
by a lot.
You're buying on Drake May right now.
This is 2 years now that we're seeing some crazy things from Drake May. I'm taking Drake May.
Daniel Jones versus Buccaneers quarterback.
Baker? Yeah, no.
Baker.
Question. Next question.
Okay.
For sure.
Daniel Jones versus who's the Saints rookie that played I don't know.
I don't even know his name. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
No offense to that kid.
Panthers quarterback.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I take Daniel Jones. But like Bryce Young is still one of those guys where you see it and then you don't see it and then you see it and you don't see it. But anyways.
Yeah, but that's a bad loss today for that team. They
Yeah.
should beat the Saints.
I
You got to
agree.
beat the Saints.
I agree.
Daniel Jones versus Sunshine. Jaguars. The guy just reminds me of Sunshine every
Yeah,
time.
they're
I
like
see
the
him.
same, aren't they? They're really like the same player. I would take Daniel Jones this year.
Daniel Jones, CJ Stroud.
CJ still. I'd go CJ still.
Really?
Yeah,
Oof,
barely,
man.
but I'd go CJ still.
Daniel Jones, Gino.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Okay. Daniel Jones, Broncos, Bo Nix.
It's not fancy and it doesn't look good, but I would take Bo Nix.
It is not pretty. Daniel Jones versus Jalen Hurts. No. Jordan Love.
Also not very pretty either, but I would take Jordan Love.
Okay. All right. Bengals. Who's Flacco? I guess Daniel Jones. Flacco.
I mean, shout out Joe, because wow. But I would take Daniel.
Well, we'll talk about that
We'll
at the
talk
end.
about
Trust
it.
me.
But shout out Joe, dude. That one's tough, but I'll take Daniel.
Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott. Really?
I would take Dak.
Dak is having a horrible season. Titans. Who's Titans?
Cam Ward.
Quarterback, right?
I'd take Cam Ward.
Is it Cam Ward? Yeah,
I'll
it is
take the
Cam
rookie.
Ward.
Yeah, I'll take the rookie first overall.
And then Mahomes. I just think that he's, we do this exercise, but I mean, and he's probably half and half, right? You'd probably take other quarterbacks, but I mean, dude, whether it be the New York system, I think was part of the deal because that's just a bad football, bad franchise.
Well, look
right?
at Sam Darnold now, right?
Right. So I mean, once you get Daniel Jones out of New York and you put him somewhere where maybe he can, thrive or get, have a better team, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think he's balling right now. So I think you got to give him his kudos,
Yeah,
So-
I mean, when we look at Daniel Jones, I mean, I'm still a hater, but when we look at Daniel Jones when they had Saquon, right, and they made a little playoff push, they had a better defense. That earned him $40 million.
Yeah, 4 years, 100, 40 mil. Yeah.
Now we're looking at a situation where that's eerily similar. Much better defense, and a running back who's probably leading MVP talks, I would argue.
Probably
Um,
maybe better than Saquon.
yeah, right now, yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
having a much better year than Saquon. So, we're having a similar thing where Daniel Jones might make another $40 million a year.
and I mentioned that last time. I was like, is he
So
gonna cash out with $260 million contracts?
he might, dude. So we're gonna see what happens. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. Colts are playing good football.
All right, this afternoon. Oh, Rams are pounding the
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're down 2 scores.
right. Yeah, 21-7,
And
and
we might
then
score.
Seahawks are 38-7
Yeah, that's a
over the
pounding. That's
Cardinals.
gross. Yeah.
So yeah. Um. All right. So anything NFL? Yeah, I mean there was a bunch of moves this week, right? Or last week,
Yeah,
I
some
guess you'd
big
say.
trade. Like Eagles made some big trades. I think his name's Shane Phillips, edge rusher from Miami. Colts made some trades. There was trades all over. Everybody made trades except the Niners, who were probably the team that needed to make trades the most. So I don't know what we were doing there, but yeah, there were some trades. It was an active deadline for sure.
Yeah. So the Chicago Bears. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch today's game?
I did not watch today's
They
game.
looked pathetic for 3.5 quarters. Probably almost three, maybe 3 3/4 of the game was bad. But to come out with that win, which you should win, right, against the Giants. But Caleb Williams, I mean, that's 2 drives, and then last week against Cincinnati, one, you score 47 points. You should not be barely winning that game against the Cincinnati Bengals.
And that's like
When Joe
a big
Flacco
barely
is ripping you apart. Oh yeah. So there's
big.
and then you lose to the Ravens, to the backup quarterback. You win against New Orleans 26-14. You win against Washington 25-24 that you could have lost. If that field goal gets blocked, you're screwed. You win against the Raiders. If you don't block that field goal, you're screwed. So I mean, they've won 6 out of 7. They should have won 7 in a row, but you could also say they've could have lost 4 of those games too, right? So,
I'll say this.
yeah,
You guys
they are.
probably are the most entertaining football team in the
Yeah,
league. And I
if you
don't
did not like that Chicago Cincinnati game, something's wrong with you. You don't like football
yeah,
because
dude.
that was just two bad defenses and just chucking up points and just you know, oh my god.
One thing's for sure,
For a
you
second
guys
there, I was like, "Yeah, we got it," and then I was like, "Oh, we're screwed." And then,
you
"Yeah, we got it." I was like, "Oh my god."
you're not gonna blow anyone out, but you're probably not getting blown out either. So
No,
it
I
is
mean,
it is entertaining. It's quality football, I guess. So
but you
grind
can't.
away.
I don't know. You can't continue like this because I mean, one as playoffs comes or you get to some tougher teams. I mean, you can't just play 3.5, or a quarter of football. You got to play 4 quarters. Like I said, you could easily have lost 4 of those instead of winning those. But yeah, all right. But yeah, the way to make Joe Flacco look like uh
20 years younger,
Hall
dude.
of Famer. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
picking you
geez
guys to
Louise.
shreds.
Because I mean, what was his numbers on that? So
He had like
47,
400 yards.
42. Flacco was 31 for 47, 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 3
Just
sacks,
pure
but quarterback
gunslinger.
rating of 109.
Just pure
So
gunslinger, dude. Just slinging it.
31 of 47 for Joe Flacco, though. I mean,
I know.
you know, and
Pretty
for us to
incredible.
barely squeak by and win that game, I mean, it took everything to win that. So, but yeah, all right. What else you got? Football?
I mean, kind of sadder news, right? Dallas Cowboys edge rusher.
Oh, yeah,
Want to make sure I get his name completely right. Marshawn Nealand. Yeah,
Nealon, right?
passed
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Yeah, still kind of. I think we're still sort of waiting, like final. I've seen some rumors. I don't want to pass anything or spread anything around, but condolences to the family. Obviously, I know they're doing a moment of silence for him
Young too,
today.
right?
24. 24.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so definitely pretty tragic. We'll see how everything unfolds, but that was obviously pretty sudden
Yeah.
news.
All right. Anything else? Football, golf. The only thing I
Little,
had for golf was, huh?
little golf, dude. There's some golf right now.
Yeah. I mean, what? There was a tournament in Abu Dhabi or something like that, or uh,
Well,
Aaron
there's that.
Rye. Aaron Rye beat Well, Tommy Fleetwood again, being right there. I mean, he could have won that. He could have won another tournament, right? I
Yeah, but
mean,
dude, talk about breaking. What are we gonna see out of Tommy Fleetwood next year?
I don't know.
He's
I
gonna be
mean,
he's gonna be toe to toe with Scotty
Scotty, him and Scotty, every tournament's going to be 1 and 2. I don't
because
know,
he looks great.
but I mean, just talk about your stock is up right now. But I mean, Tommy's always kind of like always been there, but he's just never won it, right? But
Yeah.
now he wins one. It's like
Now
you
he's
know,
like always gonna win it, probably,
yeah,
possibly. Yeah, I don't
jeez.
know. But what about?
So
Well, I guess maybe we'll save that for later. I'll talk about that later. But have you been watching the Internet Invitational?
I saw parts of it. Well, I mean, like I saw
Send
clips. I haven't like really like sat down and watched it, but I
You should
saw
check it
the thing
out.
about about Quan. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
um,
Pure entertainment. Let me tell
dude,
you.
he was getting a ton of heat for
He
that,
was. He
man.
was getting a ton, and he'll get
Um,
some more too, probably later on this
oh
podcast too. But yeah,
yeah,
ton of
I got
heat.
to sit and watch. I haven't watched the actual part, the
Yeah,
actual
I think they've put
rounds of
in
it,
they
but
put up 4 parts now. I think we're at
yeah,
4.
I
They
think
release
so.
another part tomorrow. Part 5 comes out
So what?
tomorrow.
How are they breaking that up? How are they doing that? So I saw
The
like Bob
editing.
Does Sports four. Huh?
Oh, who posts? Yeah, it's just Bob Does
Yeah.
Sports and Foreplay. So Barstool
Okay.
and Bob Does Sports, they collaborate to create this event, and so they're doing it. They're alternating who posts it on their channel.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then
But
what
yeah, I
is it?
mean,
Is it
it's
a
been great.
scramble or is it a?
Yeah, so the format, they detail it in the first episode, but the format basically there's 2 teams. It starts out 2 teams of 24, I think 24. And then in the morning you play 9 holes. The morning session you do 2v2 scramble, and then afternoon session you do 2v2 alt shot. And then
Mm,
as you progress, that's in the 24 versus 24 team. Once that whichever team wins, first to 12 and a half, I think, whichever team wins, then you split that winning team up to a 12v12, and then you do same format: morning 2v2 scramble, afternoon 2v2 alt shot. And now after that, then you're splitting it. You get individual play because it's $1.7 million pot, right? Prize, right? So now you do individual play, but there's all these other little things. They have like skins on the second part of it, whatever you want to call it. So
yeah.
it's been entertaining, um, very entertaining, and cool stuff. Seeing all
So speaking
these.
of foreplay in golf, what about Cody B. Frank passing
Yeah, I
away?
know. I was gonna say that Beef passed
The
away.
big
R.I.P. to
beef.
Beef. Yeah, R.I.P. to
Yeah.
Beef. Young too. He was also young. So
He was a
yeah,
PGA instructor and then he went, and then joined Four Pod, so it's just yeah. Um
yeah, yeah.
and I don't
Condolences there. Yeah.
what was did you see what the cause of death was
No, I
on
didn't
it? But
see
I
any
mean,
of that.
it was some
Yeah.
kind like he got sick or something outside the United States or something like that. I think he was down like
Really?
yeah, like in Jamaica or somewhere like out there or something. And I think he
Oh
got
man,
sick and then just yeah, complications. But I mean, it wasn't like he was the fittest person in the world, but I mean, truly
still.
a nice guy. One of the greatest
Yeah,
guys, though, right?
still.
I mean,
Still. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to always watch him on the videos, and I used to even watch him before he was on Fourpod. Him doing instructions and stuff like that. So,
Really?
yeah, that's just crazy. So you're saying watch the Internet Invitational? Is that what you're
It's
saying?
it put up big numbers too. A lot of people are watching it.
Really?
Like more than golf events. So yeah, definitely check it out. Um, but yeah, that's
Well,
it.
and then
That's all I got for golf.
Live announced that they grow in 4 rounds next year
Yeah,
instead of three.
that was gonna come up later. Yeah.
Well, you're not
The,
digging that.
no, because it's called Live. It doesn't
Um,
make any sense. Anyways,
so I guess they're doing it because they want the world rankings, right? So you get the world rankings. So,
yeah.
all right. What else sports wise? Anything other sports?
Um, Elena Rybakina just won the uh uh the WTA finals against Arena Sabalenka. So
I
big
thought
news right there.
tennis was over. It's still
No,
going
well
on.
now it's over. This was the very
Oh,
last tournament. This is like their championship, their playoffs. Um,
gotcha.
so that's done, and then the ATP finals. I don't think we're fully done yet. I think we're just getting started on that. They'll be done like in a couple weeks. But yeah, shout out Elena Rybakina. Yeah,
Yeah, but was you think Sabalenka was? I mean, or is she into it, or are players still kind of?
that's a big tournament.
Is it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, you
Okay.
want to win that one. And I think it's a big prize too.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Entertainment. What do you got for entertainment?
Nothing. They announced Grammy nominees recently, a couple days ago for us. So that was it. But otherwise,
Well, what's the spinoff coming? What was it Land, Freeland, or Land something? And didn't he just signed with someone else, right? Instead of, I think he instead of Taylor
Taylor
Sheridan.
Sheridan.
I think yeah,
Yeah, he left
I think he
Paramount, right?
signed with he he was on Paramount, right? But I think he just signed with like NBC
Did
or
he?
something like that. Yeah.
What spinoff are you
So
talking about?
what is it, Land something
I know
where
there's
it's
Landman.
well maybe that's what it is. Landman, is
That's
that
not a
what it is?
spinoff though. Yeah,
That's not a
with
spinoff.
Billy Bob. No, that's its own
Yeah,
original.
yeah.
That's it. Just started
Oh,
its
is it
second
okay?
season. Yeah,
Okay. Um, the only thing I had a few entertainment ones. MTV cancels ridiculousness after 46 seasons.
pretty crazy,
Dude,
dude. The
I
money
mean
he
that guy,
made from that too.
huh?
Rob Deerdick. Rob
Yeah,
Deerdick.
I mean he has been on there forever, right?
He's longer than me, dude.
But is MTV still a channel? I don't know. I mean,
Well, now you don't
I
even
don't know.
have like
I guess
that was the only show that I ever knew was on MTV
the
recently
only
in the
thing I
last
used to
five
watch on
years.
MTV were obviously like music videos, but then it was that or like Road Rules. Um,
Yeah, but I don't even think they
which
have
was
that
kind of like
anymore.
the Big Brother at the time,
Yeah,
before Big Brother.
yeah, that's done now though. They don't have that anymore,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
all that's done now. But I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, 46 seasons.
pretty crazy.
Um, wow. The other thing I had entertainment news, and this is pissing me off, especially it's gonna freaking piss me off tomorrow. Blackout for YouTube TV and Disney.
Yep, that was coming. Yep. I mean, we can
And
just
this kind of
segue it
this
into the gotta be
so
better.
I guess this kind of goes on to that. So we'll hold off on that one. The other one I had was actually no. So perfect segue. So yeah, that was the other entertainment. Yeah, that was the so perfect segue. So YouTube TV and Disney can't get their shit together, so I miss out on Monday Night Football.
You and millions of others, you know? Yeah, it's
Well,
ridiculous.
yeah, we all miss on Monday Night Football because YouTube TV and Disney can't get their shit together. YouTube sent me a thing saying, "Oh, we're going to credit you $20, for your next month's bill." Okay, but I want Monday Night Football. I don't want a credit of $20. I want Monday Night Football.
It's just a Disney ESPN thing, dude. They're just
And it's
nasty.
just like, why? I
They're
don't
just nasty.
understand. You um, it's Disney owned channels, including ABC, ESPN. Obviously, but it's just, yeah, I don't understand how that happens.
I don't
You know.
either. It's pretty
So,
ridiculous.
all right, segue to Got to Be Better, which that could probably have been on both, right? On entertainment and Got to Be Better. So, what do you got for Got to Be Better?
Let's live golf. We're gonna now do 54 holes, or which or 72 holes, which doesn't even make sense because live LIV is literally Roman numerals for 54. That was what you were marketing this entire time. So that doesn't make any sense. And PGA Tour also, this whole, what are we on, 2 years, 3 years, where they agreed, but we're still not combined. So
Yeah.
now, basically, both tours are the exact same, all in all,
Yeah.
pretty much. The only difference is Live Golf lets you play music. That's the only difference. And it's
And
obnoxious,
wear
too.
shorts.
I don't even think they have that anymore. Didn't they get rid of that?
They took no way.
Okay, well,
Did they?
maybe I don't know. I thought they got rid of that. But anyways, so you have that. Yeah, Live Golf no longer allowing players to wear shorts. That was earlier this year. Yeah, so you're basically the same league. I don't know what we're doing now to where we're not just combining it and making it the same thing, but like what was the point of this? What exactly was
Yeah.
the point? This was
I didn't
complete
realize
nonsense
that.
and a waste. Um and I hate it. And like I hate Live Golf too because now you want world golf rankings. You were told that you weren't going to get them when you did this and you created this, and now you want to go and backpedal. And basically,
But
and
it's
it doesn't
sticking.
even
It's
make.
sticking around because I mean,
And I don't
Bryson
know.
just resigned. DJ
I know,
just resigned.
but I don't
You know.
understand how they're sticking around because they're losing billions of dollars because they pay so much for their players and then all these venues and stuff like that. And then, but you don't make any money. So I don't
Yeah.
understand what we're doing there. So yeah, that whole situation, obviously it's been a mess for years. Um, next up, I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about him, but Luke Kwan, dude, you have to wake up for your tea time and you have to, I mean, he issued like a big video because he was getting a lot of criticism, but you gotta take it on the chin. You gotta own up to what you did and like
Well,
say
I think it
sorry.
was not only that he slept in, but I mean, he slept in at what, like a 9 o'clock tea time. He slept in. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it was a 6 o'clock tea time. But
Yeah.
I mean, and then it was his attitude of just like nonchalant, like, oh, I don't give a shit. It's just
And then he's like
you know, I'm
busting his
I'm Luke
teammates'
Kwan.
balls and everything too, who's not a very good golfer. Like
Yeah,
there's all kinds of golfers in the tournament. There's good ones, bad ones, right? And they separate
yeah,
it accordingly.
yeah,
So yeah, you're giving your teammate shit who showed up on time and is giving it his everything because it's $1 million. It's a big prize, and he missed the tea time. He's giving him shit, and then he's not even really saying sorry. Like you'll watch the video and you'll see
yeah.
it was bad form on Luke Kwan.
I think
But
Bobby Berger getting Gruden in there and doing the little
yeah, that
speech.
was pretty cool. Yeah,
I
you
thought
gotta
that was
watch
pretty
it.
cool.
You gotta
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Even Bob was like, dude, just like take some accountability and we can move on.
No,
Like,
yeah, you got to own it and move on and just, yeah, I screwed up and yeah.
be done
Um,
with it. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. I thought that was pretty asinine. And then lastly, Buffalo Bills getting blown out by the Miami Dolphins, who are arguably the worst team in the league. Like,
I
what do
don't know
we?
about that. I mean, Cleveland and
No, there's worse
the
teams, but
Jets could probably,
we're
but
saying bottom five probably for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, Josh, what are we doing? Like you got to perform better than that.
Yeah, I think that was a off week where you see a team on paper and then you're just like, oh, we're just going to coast and just, do what we want with these guys. But I mean, for the Dolphins, that's their Super Bowl right there. So I mean, yeah, they
And
want to,
your division rivals,
yeah,
you should
you
take it
know,
seriously. So yeah, that
Mike
was pretty
McDonald,
cool.
he wants that win, so yeah, he's going to get those guys up. When you're playing the Buffalo Bills, and probably one of the best teams ever, or in the league, yeah, you know what? That's your time to shine. So yeah, I think mentally and physically, I think the Bills were just like, we're going to win it and coast, and w let's move on to next week. You know, but yeah, that's why you play the game.
Just poor
So
form. And then last one, MLB, we gave Platinum Glove Award to Fernando Tatis. And I'm not knocking Nando. He's a hell of a right fielder. He was significantly worse in just about every defensive category compared to Patrick Bailey, who led all of MLB in pretty much every defensive category. I don't know what's the point of having an outstanding defensive player award if you don't give it to the most outstanding defensive player. That's just me. Even PCA was better than Fernando Tatis this
yeah,
year.
I don't know. I don't know how they vote for that crap. Sometimes I think PCA is a way better outfielder than Fernando Tatis.
He was this
Um,
dude. He was the best outfielder in the NL. So I don't
yeah,
even understand. And then there's better outfield. Like I just don't get what we were doing there. But
I don't know how the parameters that they look at that, but I mean, I don't know. You know,
I don't get it.
you, you can't say it's hitting too because I mean PCA got 30-30. So I mean, it's not.
But it should. This is a
You know,
fielding award.
exactly. It is a feeling award.
I don't
But I don't know.
understand.
Yeah, I don't get it. Um, all right, so I have a few. Um, what about John Morant? Grizzlies suspend John Morant for detrimental conduct.
Yeah, you said ask the coaches. I think it's a little
Yeah.
soft, but it is also. Why are you talking about your coaches after
Well,
you
and
just
then you
shot 3 of
also went
14?
3 for 13 that game.
Yeah, what does the coaches have to do with you not making a shot?
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there's issues with John Morant, and I think he needs to seek help. Because he's already been in trouble twice because of the whole gun thing, right?
Right.
For
Yeah.
having one and then doing the symbol of it. So I don't know. I wish he would clean up his image, so to speak. But yeah, I think you got to own that. I mean, you can't go 3 for 13 and say ask the coaches. You know, you know. So the other one I had was and that was a loss to the Lakers, right? Yeah, 3 for 14 in 31 minutes, 8 points from your number one scorer.
We were depleted too. Yeah.
You the other one I had was Dan Quinn, Commanders coach.
Yeah, dude.
Why are you putting your quarterback in that situation when you are being blown out? You're in the fourth quarter. There was what, less than 7 minutes left or something like that, and you have Jaden Daniels, and he just came back, right? Why is he in that game?
I have no idea. Down 30, damn near.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, with 7 minutes down 30 in the fourth quarter, take him out. Chalk it up as a loss. You lost the game. Why do you have your starting quarterback in there?
Dude, God wouldn't have scored 30 and brought that game back. It was
And then
over.
look what happens when you keep him in there. I mean, obviously, if it's football, anything can happen. But I mean, that's probably the worst case scenario right there, right? You know,
Well, worst case scenario would have been like rest of year. Luckily, he's not supposed to be out the rest of the year. I think they said he'll
oh,
be
what have
back
they
at some
said?
point. I didn't they
Yeah, so
didn't
there
give a
was
full thing, but
7:39 left, and it was 38-14 in the fourth quarter.
yeah, just no reason.
So they said it's not season ending
No, not season ending.
because that looked bad.
I know it was nasty.
Oh man, I could not rewatch that. I watched it once and I was like, ooh. I think I verped actually. The other one I have ex NFL star Antonio Brown arrested on attempted murder charge.
Yeah, good shout. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah,
Why
it's
can't
pretty
you
easy
just
to
take
not
your
try to
money
kill
and just
people.
live like normal
There's
people and just live a normal life?
there's
You
an
know,
issue there. There's a football issue.
it's
There's
just like
a head damage issue. You know,
I
so
mean, it's I don't. Is he trying to stay in like the public limelight? Is he trying to? I don't know. I mean, it's just why, you know. Again, another guy that probably needs some help at some point, right?
no, like
But
for
I
sure.
mean, and then my last one I got, and just this one just broke today, I guess. Guardians, Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz indicted for pitch rigging.
I just saw that. Yeah, they've been on here before too. Yeah,
So
we got to talk
pitch
about them again.
rigging. So I guess host of charges related to a scheme of rigging bets on pitches thrown on MLB games. Ortiz was arrested. Clase hasn't been arrested yet, but um, scheme for the pitchers to intentionally throw balls so bettors could wage on pitches to be balls or strikes. So I mean, you're talking
Crazy.
about you're influencing the game, saying, "Hey, I'm going to throw a ball for money," right? Um, and this, I guess, it started early May of 2023 with Class A, and then Ortiz joined in later. So the charges: fraud, conspiracy, and bribery. Dude, that's beyond Pete Rose level. I mean, you want to, ban Pete Rose? I mean, he was betting on, his team to win, or he was betting on baseball. He wasn't betting on if he's going to go 0 for 4,
Yeah, he
and
wasn't
just
betting on him
standing there
striking
with a
out and
bat on
just
his
swinging
shoulders.
the bat around. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you're talking a guy who, I mean, that is like 8 men out type of deal where you're actually throwing the game, right?
yeah, dude. Like that's as bad as it gets.
That yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you're talking about one of the best closers, right?
Yeah, he was a Cy Young candidate 2 years ago.
So, you know, I just don't. I mean, I don't understand how that happens. I don't get it. So, but yeah, that's what I got for got to be better. I mean, there was a lot on there,
There
but
was a
I mean,
lot of
a
got to be better
lot
in
of
two
people got to
weeks,
do
man.
better. Damn it,
Je-
that's all
Je-
I'm saying. So,
Jesus, yeah.
um, but yeah, I appreciate everything you guys have done. So again, season 3, episode 1. We're gonna have a great season 3, and we'll continue on. And like I said at the beginning, if you made it so far this year, this long, is that these will be on YouTube, and then they'll still be on the other directories where you can listen to your favorite podcast. Hopefully, this is one of them. And for the returners, thank you very much. We appreciate the follow and the loyalty, and then keep on tuning in. We'll keep getting better. We'll keep doing better, and then yeah, we'll get this thing better and better each week, each segment. Maybe we do another segment of some type too. So we'll mix some things up. So yeah, absolutely. So you got anything else?
No, that's
All
it.
right, gang. Appreciate you. Peace out.